In one of my last vlogs, I created this 3D text animation, which is a really fun effect if you want to spice up your video a little bit. It's all done in After Effects, but I promise that it will be really easy.
It's gonna be insane.
We're gonna do this in 3 simple steps. The first step is creating a 3D camera tracker. In After Effects, you wanna open up the Tracker tab. Now, if you don't see it, go to Window and then click on Tracker. We're going to click on the clip that we want to track. And then in the tracker window, we're going to click on Track Camera. Now, if you have the Controls tab open right here, you'll see the 3D camera tracker effect pop up. Depending on how long the clip is or on what computer you're working on, this could be done really fast or it can take a little while. In that case, sit back, relax, have yourself a cup of tea, and let's continue.
There's gonna be coffee everywhere.
Once After Effects is done analyzing our clip, we'll see all of these colorful markers on our video, which are the trackers. Now, if we play through the video, you'll see that these markers are tracking specific parts of your video. As we hover over the video, we will see this red line disc or target, and this basically just shows us what the text or the animation will look like at a specific marker. So what we need to do is we need to find a point that will work for our text. Now, I think that I'm going to use this one right here. Then step 2 is to create the text. Right click on the marker of your choice and then click on text. Double click on the text layer and then we can change our text. If you want, you can go into the character tab and you can stylize the text to your liking. Again, if you don't see it, go to Window and then click on Character. All right, now it's really time to bring our text to life. When we click on the arrow in front of the text and then transform, we can change the values to reposition, scale, or rotate the text. This is the X value, this is the Y value, and this is the Z value or Z value, depending on where you're from. But there's actually also a way easier way to go about this. On screen, we see a bunch of arrows, and these are the exact same controls, but visual, and therefore a lot easier in my personal opinion. The green arrow is to move the text up or down. The red arrow right here is to move it sideways, and then the blue arrow is to move it closer or push it farther into the room. And then there's also these circles, and you can use these circles to turn the text, for example, to make it a little bit more flat. To really sell this effect, we're not done yet, because right now we have created a text that is floating in the air, and to make this more realistic, we need to cast a shadow. So let's create that. In order to do this, we're going to be repeating the same steps, but this time we want to make sure that the text is laid down on the floor. Now, obviously, since a shadow is dark, we need to change the color of the text to black. Then we want to open up the Effects and Presets tab. Now, you know it by now. If you don't see it, go to the top menu, Window, and then Effects and Presets. Type in Blur, and then drag and drop the Gaussian blur effect to the text layer. Let's open up the blur effect in the composition, and then we change the blurriness. Now, I'm going to set it to about here, but feel free to set it to any value that looks good to you. Then we're going to open up Transform right here, or hit T on your keyboard to open up the opacity, and we're going to change this to about 15%. If we take a look at my vlog, we can see that Pete is moving in front of the text, and as of right now, that is not happening. And in order to make this, or to create this, we basically just need to mask Pete out. I say just because it's actually a lot easier than you might think. And if you want to learn how to do that, watch this video right here. If it's not out just yet, if you don't see anything here, then make sure that you subscribe and you hit the notification, hit the bell so you get notified when it's released. And in the meantime, watch this video right here.